hyperinflation is on the rise in the next 3 years.
Yeah, that's what they said in 2010 when the Fed started printing a ton of money and dropped interest rates to zero. But inflation rates stayed right around 2% average for the last decade. That's because the government never actually circulated this money into the economy. It was used to buy bank bonds, mortgage-backed notes, and treasuries. And the banks sat on a bunch of this cash. They didn't lend it out. But what about all the stimulus money printed during COVID? God, finance TikTok's so predictable. Inflation rates before COVID were actually significantly higher than inflation rates during COVID when money was printed heavily. That explains why a tri-tip at Costco is the same price it has been for the last decade. And gas prices were more expensive when I was 15 years ago, than they are today. So what does that mean for real estate? Real estate values are supposed to behave just like commodity prices and trace inflation, but sometimes they don't. And every time they haven't, they've come a-crashing. And you don't want to go out with all the greedy investors when the bubble pops again. So avoid overvalued properties in major cities and buy for cash flow.